Well, I'm starting my weekend out in the little town of Sequim, out on the Olympic Peninsula. It is smoky out. The drive out last night from work was extra smoky. There's smoke everywhere. Luckily, we haven't had the wildfire devastation here in Washington that California and Oregon has seen. But we are seeing smoke from California and Oregon, so it's not pleasant out. So I figured the best chance I got to get away from the smoke was to head out toward the coast somewhere. I figured if I got closer to the water where it's windy, I may get a little more fresh air. Don't know if that's true, but that's the hope. So that's where I'm heading, out toward the water. And we'll see how it goes. I made a quick stop here in Port Angeles because there's this cool little co-op that I know of right there. I think it's called Country Air. Yeah, Country Air Natural Foods. I thought since the weather's not getting any better, I thought I might stop and get some fresher food. So they had some rainbow kale, which I haven't had kale in a long time. And then some greens, local greens. Oh, and they had some pears, which I haven't had pears in a while, so I got a couple of pears as well. I think the idea is fresher food, vegetables, lots of water. Probably the only thing that can counteract this, if anything. All right, back on the road. Just remembered that there's a little coffee shop I want to try, so before I get back on the road, maybe I'll run in and grab a cup. Well, it's nice to get out and walk a little bit, even though that was only half a block. But that's a cool little place. It's a cute little place. They use equal exchange coffee beans, which it's a place that I like, a coffee that I like. So that was a good decision, I guess. And now back on to the drive. I'm headed out past Forks area, so I've got quite a little ways to drive. So probably should have just taken a minute and made coffee myself, but yeah, I like to check out the places around. And like I said, stretching my legs is not a bad decision either. Doesn't look like the smoke's getting any better. Oh, this drive is normally really beautiful. I've driven this way several times, more times than I can remember. And this is the spot that I normally look forward to. This is Lake Crescent. And this is normally quite a stunning view. This lake is really green. The water's super clean and clear. And there's always an incredible view out across the lake that is just breathtaking. But obviously with the smoke, can't see much at all today. Now some of this is cloud cover. You can probably make out a little bit there straight ahead. It's a bit of cloud cover, but most of what we're seeing here is smoke. And you can feel it. You can feel it in your lungs and you can feel it in your eyes. Yeah, I've never quite seen anything quite like this. So I've been keeping an eye on my solar today. It's not unusual to have dark days like this, but this is a little different, it seems. Normally, a dark day like this, I would be getting plenty of solar. I mean, enough solar, more than enough. Like, I would normally be fully charged at this point in the day. It's after 11 o'clock in the morning. Right now, my solar is at, let's see, 12.7. So that's just about fully charged, but not quite. So there's definitely something obscuring the sun, because like I said, even on the most dark, cloudy days, I'm still pulling in enough solar to fully charge my batteries well before 11 o'clock in the morning. So this is an unusual kind of darkness for me. So all I can really do is look at it, monitor it. Not a whole lot I can do about it. One thing I can do is I can turn the temperature up on my refrigerator just to kind of help cut down the power draw that I am pulling. The other thing is I can shut off the lights, although those don't draw much. Well, I came up here to camp with a friend. This is a free place to camp. Well, not exactly free. You have to have a Washington State Discover Pass, which is $30 for the year. So it's not much to camp. Once you buy that $30 pass, you can use it for all of these dispersed type camp locations. So there's no facilities out here, but you just find a place to park that doesn't block the main road, and that's it. You can park overnight for free. So just keeping in mind that there's no water, there's no bathrooms. You've got to just be aware that you need everything ahead of time and take your trash out with you. But I am all for this type of camping. My only trouble is when there's a lot of trees, and being that it's really smoky too, I'm worried about my solar a little bit. I try not to worry too much, but I do have to keep that in mind. I think I'd rather be out in a place that has a little more direct sky than a camping spot like this, just because I kind of need those solar panels to get as much sun as possible, even though there's not much to be had. Well, since we are so close to the beach, we decided to come down and check it out. Air's no better up here. Unfortunately, it's a lot of people. Could be worse though. Oh, this is where the sidewalk ends. This is a first for me. I haven't been to Rialto yet. I've been south of here, but never up here. I've heard the view is quite stunning. I guess this means I've got to come back and see it again when the air is clear. In any event, a day at the ocean is still a pretty good day. Well, if you ask me, it's always a good idea to go to the beach, and that was a rather enjoyable couple of hours to get to spend out at a new beach I've never been to but always wanted to go to. That was great. The air, I think, maybe was slightly cleaner. Maybe I'm just thinking it was just because I like being at the ocean, so just made for a good excuse to go. But in any case, good decision all around to go out and spend a little time at the ocean. It seems like it's going to be a bit of a chilly evening, so I've got some soup started. Probably throw some of that rainbow chard I bought earlier in the soup. This is some of that Bob's Red Mill soup mix that I have tried. Where is that? Yeah, Bob's Red Mill veggie soup mix that I tried back a few months ago and like it, so keep some of it around, and figured chilly day is probably a good day for soup. Now, for anybody that says that maybe I should be staying indoors somewhere instead of being out here, I don't really understand the whole idea about being inside, how inside air is going to be better than the air outside. I mean, the air inside your house is coming from the outside. I don't really see a big difference there. Plus, being at work yesterday and looking across the warehouse, I work in a warehouse, big warehouse, and when you'd look across the warehouse, you could actually see the smoke in the warehouse. So that kind of tells me that the smoke is coming in. Doesn't matter where you are, but I think that this decision to get out near the coast is probably the best one. I think this is probably going to be the cleanest air I can get without actually leaving the area, and since that's not possible, this was the best decision. Says me, anyway. Says me. Okay, soup's done. I don't really like to cook Swiss chard, so I'm just gonna put that in. Maybe I should put it actually in. Oh, anyway, we'll get it in there. Obviously, it's gonna wilt down when it hits the heat, so I'll just stir it in, add it in. But I just don't like it cooked, so I like to add it at the last second. So I will do that since it's awkward one-handed here holding my phone, camera phone. And I bought some really good sourdough and squim earlier. I think I forgot to mention that. But as we all know, sourdough is much better when it's toasted. So I'm going to toast that while I finish off adding the chard to the soup. Yeah. Okay, I totally forgot. I stopped at a little store there. I don't know if it's the only store, but it's a little store that sells just a few things, but they have local salmon, and it looked good. Now that I've unwrapped it, it smells amazing, and it looks amazing. Let's try it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is good. That was a very good decision. Lots of good decisions all around here. We'll see what the smoke is like tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but they're saying it's going to be about the same tomorrow as it was today. So I'll probably have another day of this kind of not great smoke-filled air to deal with, but it's supposed to clear up by Monday, so we'll see. In any case, I do think the air was a little bit cleaner out here at the coast. So I guess that is the tip of the day. If you have a problem, all you need is to get a van and drive away from your problems. It works. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it.